Coming out with it, it's Blair. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So New Mexico's offense will have first crack at this one. A lot of times you run into these types of matchups, high-powered offense, big-time team against an opponent that's likely overmatched. So how do they keep this team from getting up?
Well, everyone's going to have to elevate their level of play here defensively to have any chance in this one. And I'll tell you the hard part about stopping this offense, David, it's what Chip Kelly used to always say. It's a nameless, faceless opponent. They don't care who you are. They don't care what your record is. This offense comes out, and they are trying to embarrass you.
Well, the good thing is for this defense, it's been talked about all week, right? Like, you're not good enough. This is a high-powered offense. Like, the players' attention are fully caught, right? They know exactly what they're going against. Let's see if some emotion and adrenaline can really play a factor, and they play better than they have all year.
They'll run it on the counter. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical. They stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. And the Lobos with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Give from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Lobos line up to punt it away. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And here comes for the first time as a starter this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this, and he has never played against competition like this either.
No, it's crazy, and that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. Now, everybody knows what he's capable of, but he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him, and that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And off from the shotgun. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. There he goes. Man, he's already got 43 yards rushing. What a way to get this season started. The Wolverines are flying down the field. They'll leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks now back to work. Throws for the tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, Big Simpson. Knocked out at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down. Bunch formation for these receivers. To throw, it's Underwood. Makes the grab down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's got it still on his feet. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless. Sneak gets it done. They draw 1st blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They'll snap it from the 37 for the 1st play of this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. On the run, it's McKinney. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Stands in and takes the hit. Touchdown, New Mexico! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
A nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that 1st drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every...
Turning it on! his legs. It's Haynes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense got to stop. He'll try to take it back. Got the first down. Looking for more. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Lobos! He would not be denied.
I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
With the catch, it's Haynes. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Give to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He's got it. First down and more. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Here's the pressure. Caught over the middle, it's Simpson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Haynes. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
That's reeled in, it's Marsh. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Marsh. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They're going back to the ground.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Trying to surge it in. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're looking for from the defense. You're expecting runs, 2nd and goal. Got to find a way. You can't give an inch. This part of the field, this yard marker right here, you've got to be physical. Nice job by the defense winning that 2nd down.
2-minute situation at the end of the half is massive for them. It's going to help their confidence going in at halftime. If they're able to get this extra point and tie this thing up, watch out for them in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. First play of the drive, lost a throw. Here's a heat. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up and throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Oh, he's got some space. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense and their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And the Lobos will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. The hand to the running back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The short hand, it's Mark. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! They take the lead with the 6.
And that is how you end a drive. That is what you want from your running back. Lower the boom. Lower your shoulders, wrap up that football, fall forward, and get into the end zone. That is how it's done.
And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the Here comes the heat. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
You gotta be so careful too, David. Because on 3rd and long, they're playing their nickel now. They got extra DBs on the field. Those windows are going to open and close really, really quickly. And I think that time the quarterback got a little too greedy trying to fit that football in a small window.
He did, and I like the zone coverage too, because everybody's staring at the quarterback, so you can get a really good break on the football, knowing where the sticks are. They break on it, and they get the big interception.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's running, just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. Off the play fake. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Gives it on the option. Hard running there. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And the Lobos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. So 1st play of the drive coming here from their own 49. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who start through the first 3 periods. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Haynes. Got room at the 35. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it. Fourth down, and he's still going. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Just keeps slinging it. Fires into the end zone. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the running back. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
Man, that was a drive to forget right there. Like, they wanted to create some space, get out of their own end zone, and maybe flip the field, but that offense got nothing going, and they're going to have to punt from their own end zone.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just sneaks into the end zone.
Game 1, you want to come out, put drives like that together, score a bunch of points, and especially at home. Give your home crowd something to get excited about. They have today. They've been jacked up, and they're going to go 1-0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Lobos can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's McKinney. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Lobos want to move quickly. Looking to throw on 1st down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. He's got it at the 15. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to swing it on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Blair. Touchdown, New Mexico. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Might be calling a hot route. A run for the quarterback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. Leaves it with the back. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's third and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Fourth down and goal from the 3. The playbook is pretty much wide open here. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, that's just a play the quarterback can't make. Fourth down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give somebody a chance in the end zone.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. This quarterback desperately wants to make a jump play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. They get a big win here and start the season on a